Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly Outlook video. So last week was pretty amazing for me. Had made about like 8 hours with our Discord community, and this week I'm gonna share my weekly Outlook plan to you all so that you can follow with and align it with your own plan to take some good setups on your own, and maybe it will help you too. So let's just get started with the news first. So for the news traders, or especially the people who rely a lot on their trading day to be based on news, this week is not so great for you. For me, I trade the price action. News, if it is there, that's a good thing. That's going to be telling me that it is a volatile day. The market might give me some good volume with the news, but if it is not there, but the price action is clear, I am up taking any setup. Okay, for me, every trading day is a trading day unless it doesn't provide me my setup. So that's the thing for me. So here on Monday, we got bank holiday, so especially you have to be cautious while trading euro gbp because it's a bank holiday, something where there might be less volume, very possible. Okay, on Tuesday we got no news, still it's a trading day for me, but yeah, there is no news, so something you have to keep in your mind. On Wednesday there is no such news on USD pair. Well, it's the last week of the month, so you have to expect these things. So there is no such big event on nor on Wednesday. It's just if you trade CAD pair or if you trade AUD pair. If you remember, I dropped a crazy analysis on CAD, USD CAD last week. It just ran to our all drawn liquidities. So congratulations if you took any setup on that. And AUD, we have CPI on 7 a.m. Make sure to match it with your own time frame. Thursday we got a news on USD, which is something good. And on Friday we got the news too. So overall a good week. Despite Monday, you can be trading every day. Even if Monday, if it provides you a very good setup on scalp, if you're an intraday trader, you can definitely take setups on that. Now let's come into the analysis point. Let's start off with DXY. So as you know, DXY is still, if you look at this, let's start off from here, the SMT with GBP. We got this SMT. I was looking for the price to close below this low this week to form a order block, but somehow we couldn't, which is all right. So but still I have my bearish bias on the weekly time frame based on how we close this week. Of course the drawn liquidity is going to be this low, and first is of course going to be this week's low, which we just closed, then this low, and maybe then this and this low. Okay, so with this, that how far it can go at the last week of the August. Okay, and now on the daily time frame, let's get started here. Okay, so we had the SMT, we took out the highs, we respected this displacement. Okay, we had the rejection from here. This wick is just on this broker, not on the other brokers, so that you know. Okay, so here we have this. Actually, let me go over this only, okay, for just more clarity for the price action. So bearish SMT, nice displacement being respected, and now here you can see we had a nice liquidity purge on Friday with the news, and we got a very nice closer. Okay, so what we expect right now is very simple, that for the next week we can be looking for this low, and once we start trading below these lows you can be looking for this. But I think that is going to be the first target and the first narrative for the week, that we should be heading to 96.663 on DXY. Okay, on H4 you can be looking for shorts on DXY, which means long on XUSD pairs with some your respective kill zone, because I think there is no such PY yet so far to take a trade off. You just need to wait for some good structure forming on Monday maybe, and then you start trading. That is somewhat going to the plan. So far the reaction has been pretty wild. We got a very nice displacement down to after taking that high, which is amazing, and very clean price action, no doubt. If someone is saying your August is very bad, it is bad, but the price action isn't that bad, and we made some good money. So it's all about how you treat the market and how you disciplined you are. Okay, now here on euro, let's start with euro. So again on euro, it's similar to DXY, just we took out this low. Okay, and we had a nice closer to the upside. All I wanted to see is as same as the DXY. We should be looking for this high for this week and even higher depending on how much expansion is left for the week. Okay, on the H4 again, you just have to be a little bit cautious and look for this lower time frame confirmation to take setups to this high. Okay, this candle may give you some sort of retracement, and then maybe you start looking for longs. You just have to wait, because if your bias is clear, doesn't mean you start blindly longing. You just need the confirmation rest, okay, which I can't give you in this video. You have to wait for the price action for that. Alright, on GBP it's the same thing. We reacted off from the daily fair value gap. We respected it first, we held it on the second time after the sweep. Pretty nice closer. I want to see this high coming next week again. So that is the plan for GBP. I hope you are clear with the XUSD pair and the XY here. Now let's go on the XAU chart. Okay, I wanted to share it. I'll use the futures chart just for my personal reference. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, you can see we are having a very nice, or we just had a very nice closer on the weekly time frame. We took out the previous week low, we closed bullish. The next week I would be expecting the market to take out this high and then this high. So these two are going to be the dawn liquidities, and even if you look at the daily time frame, it's looked really nice. So you can be looking for this high, which may come very faster, which is very much possible. So you're gonna wait and watch, but yeah, the bias is definitely going to be bullish for the next week. We had some nice reaction off from this H4 fair value gap. We just pumped off with the news, and this was the dawn liquidity, which you can see which we just caught. Okay, and now you just need to wait for some structure, because maybe with the bank holiday on Monday there will be less movement, and that, which is something good. It will give you a nice Monday range to play out, and will tell you a lot about the week. Okay, now going into Nasdaq. Okay, so on Nasdaq I took 3 trades this week, where one was stop loss and 2 was target, and overall we closed it for 8 hours for the week. Pretty amazing, no issues. Okay, now here we can see on the daily time frame. Let's start off with the daily, or maybe even weekly. So we took out the previous week low, and currently we are trading above it, but it's not something I wanted to see. It's not my best chart, to be honest, for price to go higher. Okay, but still we took out the low, and if you look at the daily time frame, it may tell you that it's bullish, and it could be, but still I would be waiting for some nice more, I would wanted to see the 30-minute to take out the low, maybe, if I would be looking to trade. If you're bullish, if you're like something which you see on US SPX, and we will go over that. I wanted to see the Monday making the low of the week by taking out this low, and then it may continue higher. We will see that, something I'm expecting the market to do if it is really bullish. So you can be taking longs after some structure on the lower time frame. US 30 is nice. SPX, if you look at the monthly US 30, we had a pretty much great observation here, that how we took out the previous month low, and of course which is the fair value gap as well here, and we had a nice expansion. We just have like last trading week, we wanted to see how much we can expand further. Okay, but it took out it did its job for the month. It's pretty amazing to see that. Okay, and on SPX it's the same thing. You can be looking for previous month's high for the target, and of course for now it's looking more bullish than Nasdaq, and for sure. Okay, here Nasdaq is still lagging. We had the SMT. What will tell you that the plan is getting invalidated is once we close below this. Once we close below this, by any chance, just so you know that of course you're not gonna blindly take a long trade here for this target, right? You're gonna wait, and if you didn't get the opportunity, and you see price is closing below this low for the week, maybe it will not happen this week, but if it does, then you are going to look for some good lows. Okay, but for now you are good to go higher. Okay, but yes, just in case once we go below this, my bias will turn bearish and I'll be looking for shorts. Okay, so that is the plan on Nasdaq. For now, bullish, waiting for the perfect reaction, some structure on the lower time frame, basically on all pairs, and then we're gonna trade it. The bias for now is bullish, the bias on euro is bullish, the bias on DXY is bearish. Very easy. Bitcoin is like, let's go over that for now. Okay, so if you remember and if you watched my last video, I talked about very easy, I mean bro, come on, if you watched my last video, you all know how perfectly we told every top. So I called about this top as well. We just we just sniped it. I talked about this top and we dumped almost how much to this low actually, which was the drawn liquidity for the final target, almost 6%, which is a big deal on Bitcoin. So we took out, I told you we are going down from this level, and then we went such lower. Even in Ethereum, I was talking about this IFVG to take a shot in the last video. You can just check it out. So we dumped how much, almost like 11% on Ethereum too. So it was a pretty amazing analysis we had. For now, I would be still waiting because on the weekly time frame we are still in a range. The drawn liquidity has been taken on the both charts. I want more structure to form to confirm that okay, the low is in, because I don't like these type of candles to form the lows. I wanted to see such a little bit more confirmation, okay, so that I can confirm the market is finally in a bull run or maybe uptrend. Okay, we had a nice change of character though, but still I would be waiting for that. And on Ethereum it's kind of bullish, so any retracements is a nice long. But yes, I mean, if you get an opportunity, maybe you can take a scalp long here. That looks like a nice interested POI to me. Apart, this whole range is a nice reaction area. Okay, so you can be looking for longs for a scalp long here in this side, and if we manage to close above this, that will give you a lot of expansion room to the upside for price discovery, which is totally amazing. So I think that is all for your Bitcoin and Ethereum too. I hope you liked the video, and if you're still watching this video, make sure you subscribe and like the video, and I will make sure let's do a 50 like target, and I will see you in the next video. Till the time, thank you so much.